Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. We have been hearing a lot about, well actually we haven't heard a lot about, but headlines about the IRS raiding an FFL, a firearm retail shop in Montana. And the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, tax collectors, took all of the 4473's. There's nothing on a 4473 that has to do anything with tax collecting, yet they took them. And it's very interesting. Now, ATF was there as well to assist, but IRS seized the 4473's. And there's been a lot of speculation. Now, the FFL, the shop is open again, and he said he's been under investigation for a couple of years, and he thinks that potentially somebody might have called the IRS to lie about certain type of weapons that they are selling. And obviously he's still in operation, so that's not the case. But even Congress is now reaching out to ATF and IRS to figure out why this happened the way it did, and they want some answers. On the screen is a letter to Stephen Dettelbach, who is the director of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, as well as Daniel Werfel, who is the commissioner of the Internal Revenue Service. It says, "Dear Director Dettelbach and Commissioner Werfel, it has come to my attention that the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives and the Internal Revenue Service abruptly entered and closed Highwood Creek Outfitters in Great Falls, Montana. Although the ATF are a useful resource in crime prevention and firearms theft cases, this event is another example of President Biden weaponizing federal agencies to target and harass hardworking Americans for exercising their constitutional rights. While we wait to hear more details and rationale behind this raid, given the positions of the Biden administration, this raid appears to be an attempt to intimidate firearms dealers and owners. This is particularly worrying, given that it comes just weeks after ATF closed a gun store in Cobb County, Georgia, without any advance warning. A pattern of intimidation and harassment seems to be emerging under Director Dettelbach's leadership of the ATF. This pattern appears to be orchestrated directly from the White House, as evident by the fact sheet released by the Biden administration, where they detail their plans to hassle mom-and-pop gun shops over minor record-keeping and paperwork discrepancies. During my visit to Highwood Creek Outfitters, I learned that the IRS confiscated all of the 4473 forms from the store. This means that the sensitive personal information of any customer ever to purchase a firearm at Highwood Creek Outfitters is now in the hands of the IRS. These background check forms include no financial information, and there is no discernible reason why the IRS would need these forms. The IRS committed an egregious breach of privacy for Montana's gun owners, and I am outraged that the agents involved showed no regard for federal law. Although there are still some murky details regarding the events at Highwood Creek Outfitters, there is no circumstance in which 4473's would be necessary in an investigation spearheaded by the IRS. Highwood Creek Outfitters serves the community in Great Falls not only as a firearms dealer, but also as an indoor range where Montanans can practice with their firearms in a safe environment, even providing local law enforcement agencies a place to practice with their weapons. I request that the ATF and IRS cease conducting these Soviet-style intimidation raids. Under your combined leadership, the ATF and IRS have repeatedly failed the American people. I request answers from both ATF and IRS to the following questions by June 23rd of 2023. Number 1, what was the purpose of entering and closing Highwood Creek Outfitters? Number 2, what evidence did the ATF and IRS have prior to arriving at Highwood Creek Outfitters, and how was this evidence collected? Number 3, does ATF or IRS have any other plans to conduct similar activities at other firearms-related businesses in Montana? Number 4, why did ATF and IRS believe such a large armed police presence was necessary? Number 5, has the Biden administration expressed support for increasing in-person agency activities at firearms-related businesses? 6, how much have the ATF and IRS spent to conduct similar activities at firearms-related businesses? 7, why did IRS take Highwood Creek Outfitters 4473's, and what does the IRS intend to do with them? And finally, do the ATF and IRS believe it was within the legal rights of IRS to take Highwood Creek Outfitters 4473's. I remind both the IRS and ATF that Congress has the power of the purse, and I will work to ensure that funding for these agencies is not weaponized against the American people. Sincerely, Congressman Matthew M. Rosendale, Sr. So, a little bit of pressure from Congress. I guess we're still waiting to see exactly what is going on. Why would IRS need a 4473? The answer is they don't. Now, I'm just going to go out on a limb and guess one of the reasons that IRS might have done this is because maybe ATF wanted those documents, but ATF wasn't conducting the raid. Maybe IRS was there for tax purposes. And in the meantime, maybe ATF said, hey guys, since you're going to be out there, maybe if you take all the 4473's, we can take a peek at them too while you have them in your control. But that's just me taking a guess, a wild guess. But I guess we'll see what happens as we learn more. If you have any information on this raid, let us know in the comments down below. And if you want more information, whether it's good, bad, ugly, or indifferent on the Second Amendment, whether it's legislation, litigation, or in this case, a raid, then subscribe to Guns and Gadgets down below. If you're sick and tired of things being the way they are, you'll learn about everything going on here on this channel. I appreciate each and every single one of you. It's getting hot out here in Tennessee, and hope you all have a fantastic weekend. For all the dads in the crew, happy Father's Day. It's a little early, but I'm not sure if I'll be on tomorrow. But who knows? I probably will, because I #no days off. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.